It's time for some winners today. It's a winning Wednesday. Let's go. Bob and Mike here with last minute betting with the Sports Nuts, your quick fix for sports betting. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors across the universe. Not just the world, it's the universe. There are people in outer space, Mike, that are using OddsJam tools. Did you know that? On
No,
Mars.
but the way you cut out there, it kind of sounded like you were in outer space.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're brought to you by OddsJam, and once again, don't forget about the Discord link below. It's like 18,000 strong. It's big. It's awesome. And don't forget about shop.oddsjam.com with the merchandise. You got to get in there for that merchandise right now. We're here, and we have Jabari Marquis, one of my favorite people, one of my favorite guests to have on, and there he is right there. Jabari, good evening to you. We're very excited that you're back. I've been pumping you up across my calls the last few days, saying, man, you want to hear some NBA talk? The NBA guru, he will be here.
Yes, sir.
So how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. We're back at it again another Wednesday. So, like we said earlier, we need a win today. I am hungry for a win today. I think we have a good slate, so we might be able to cook something up.
I'm good too. Alan, good to see you. I'm ready to well, I'll tell you what, I'm ready to win a parlay of some sort. Okay.
Mhm.
Is that
I
a
mean,
shot?
I don't want to. No, that wasn't a shot. Not at all. What are you talking about? Did that sound like a shot to you, Jabari?
I mean, it was a slight shot. It was a slight shot.
Exactly. Jabari was backstage with us, man. He heard what you were saying. I mean, like, obvious when you take what you said before the show to me, and then we go live and you say that. I mean, come on, man. That's a clear shot.
All right, Tony. Maybe I ought to have Tony start picking your parlays. Oh, the gang is all here. Good evening to you, Stephen Batza. Then, by the way, I'm going to toot my horn one more time. Even though Mike has me out profited through OddsJam, I did hit the 10K mark last night in profit with OddsJam. Put a tweet out, and it's been going great today. Tagged a bunch of people in it. Loved it. Thank you all for the response. It's been great, but now it's time to win. Jabari, baseball is starting tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Did you jump on the Prize Picks Ohtani for the season and put it in with another pick? Because I did a two-picker with him and Aaron Judge both over. But they had Ohtani's number, which was 34.5, and you could still get it right now at 30.5.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yesterday I did not jump on it as I am going on a Prize Picks taco strike. After the abysmal performance yesterday, I think the tacos were, I believe, 1 for 3. So, in between now and tomorrow, I guess opening day, we'll see. But I'm excited. Everybody's hyped me up. I've even seen over Twitter, people like OddsJam has helped me last MLB season make me 12,000. So this will be my first MLB season with OddsJam. So,
Right.
I mean, I'm excited, really.
It'll be great, but I got to tell you, but one of the taco plays was Connor McDavid, and he didn't even have a shot on goal.
Zero recorded shots on goal. I believe he finished the night with 3 assists, which was a taco option that no one voted for. They bumped his assist down from 1 to 0.5. My friend, shout out to Jacoby, was like, he was absolutely livid that they didn't pick it. He finished the game with 3 assists. I think it was 2 shots missed and 0 recorded shots on goal. So
unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. Plus EV, yes, Fliff is on OddsJam. So A lot of people excited, been asking about that. And yeah, jump into it. And Alex has got a video out there that you can check out. I've retweeted it. OddsJam has put it out there. Alex has probably put it out there, but highly suggest checking that video out. It's a great detailed strategy and approach to Fliff and how you can become profitable and use it to your advantage. So go check that video out. I'm sure you probably already have, truthfully. I mean, you got a name like Plus EV. You've probably seen about everything Alex has put out.
Yeah, no good.
You
No
know,
good. Jabari, what do you think of Fluff? That's going to be a new way of us sports betting, and they're getting away with this sweepstakes thing.
Yeah, they are, like Alex said. I also did watch his video and I saw his tweet as well. They are probably one of the most easily profitable platforms out there. Very easy. So if you're in California, Texas, it's almost borderline like a sports book, but it's got the gaming aspect to it a little bit, but it's very easy to make money on there. During the Super Bowl, it was up and down for me really, but I came out of there with like 300-400 bucks at the Super Bowl. So it's really easy to make profit. The lines are sometimes drastically off. Um,
Okay.
there's so many options on positive EV coming from Fliff. I'm ecstatic that it was added, really.
All right. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. All right. Look, I got a question for you, and I'm going to solo you when I hear your answer. I'm
Mhm,
throwing this at you out of the blue. All right.
mhm.
Dude, what is going on in the NBA? You know, it is getting so hard to handicap any games or pick games in the NBA with all of these guys. You don't know who's playing from 1 minute to the next.
Mhm.
Is this going to continue on? And is this really good for the game? Considering that there was a women's college basketball game the other day, and I believe it was the Iowa game that actually had more viewers than any NBA game has had on ESPN this year. Your thoughts?
Um, I believe in the era of load management, really, unfortunately, that it has become a bad byproduct of just player sitting out, which isn't the best. I mean, obviously, people, I think Richard Jefferson said it the best earlier on in the season, where he was like, I grew up poor and my family could afford one ticket to send me to a game, and I went to that game. And imagine if Michael wasn't playing that game, or sorry, somebody wasn't playing that game. I forgot who it was. He was like, it could have, drastically changed my outlook on the game, and maybe I would have never gotten into basketball. So I think it is good. It is. I want the players to feel like they have a say so when it comes to them not feeling well to play. Everybody should in any job, but at some point you're getting paid 10, sometimes $20 million. You know, I just expect you have cutting edge medicine. So sometimes I'm a little weary that they just don't want to play, or the organization is like, hey, look, this is just a business move. We're gonna sit you for the day, like they're doing with Dame now, right? Where Dame has actually come out and said, I'm very unhappy about, like, at this point in my career, with the organization saying that they're gonna start another rebuild. So, it just depends on the players. Some players are just injury prone, and then some just the organization sits them out, or some of them just sit out for injury management. So it's it's kind of a bummer when you have college games that are being more viewed, which is great, but it's a college game, being more viewed than the NBA. It's kind of a bummer, but I mean, it's just the culture of the NBA now. What can you really do about it?
Well, there's nothing you can do other than you got to try to work your way around it, and it does make it difficult at times to pick games. And then, out of nowhere, I mean, that Wizards game last night was, I they just pretty well whipped them.
Mhm.
I wasn't expecting that at all. Uh, that's the type of thing that you're going to run into, and one team's going to have, three or four players that are sitting. Another team's going to have their full congregation of players, and um, it's a big advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're gonna. It might be good for live betting because you could take a lot of overs and totals, and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm. It could, and second half bets as well on Prize
Yeah,
Picks and Underdog, but
right, exactly.
those still come with their own, implied risk with those because you might take somebody over second half and they're just not a great second half performer and they just don't perform. So I've had that happen as well, but
That's
it's
true
kind of a
too. That's
bummer.
true too. Yeah,
So
I've done a few of those second half plays. All right. One thing, Stephen Bassett, yeah, Flith is available in New York. He can't believe it because he seems to he couldn't get what was it that he couldn't get? My college basketball player props or something like spring training baseball. In
Yeah.
New York, they don't have any of that.
Hmm.
All right. Well, let's go on to something a little more positive, like Mike's parlay. What do you say, Mike? That's a positive thing to talk about.
It's positive now, huh? Cool.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right.
Well,
Yeah,
something to talk about.
let's jump into it. Starting with Florida, Toronto. We only have 3 games tonight, so not a lot to work with. Rather than trying, because Florida's still trying to fight for a playoff spot. Toronto, I think, is kind of content where they're at. They wrapped up a playoff spot. So rather than trying to pick a winner in this game, I just went with the over because let's face it, Toronto can pile on the goals. You got both teams with tons of talent on the ice. Florida's having terrible goaltending issues. They've allowed a combined 21 goals over their last 4 games. I mean, every game has been 4 or more goals they've given up. Toronto just put up 6 goals a week ago on them, won 6-2. So I do expect Florida to play better. Don't know that it'll be a blowout like that, 6-2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting it to be maybe a little closer of a game, being that Florida had a tough loss the other night, which was disappointing. They've got to get it back together. So I expect Florida to contribute more to this over tonight. So I went with the over 7 goals for my first leg. The second leg, I went with the Islanders money line. Capitals lost 4 out of their last 5 games. They're done. They're not making the playoffs. The Islanders are still holding on to that top wild card spot. Won 4 out of their last 6. This month has been pretty good for the Islanders. Of March, they've managed to put together a very impressive month. They did lose 5-1 to Washington on March 11th. I think they'll take care of business tonight. They do. Look, the Islanders aren't a flashy team. They're boring. I hate watching this team. There's nothing exciting about them. But you know what? They got the number 8 ranked defense in the NHL, and they get the job done. Sorokin's in net. Let's take the Islanders money line as well.
Well, for your sake, that number 8 is coming up an awful lot, and let's hope that isn't an omen of the great 8.
Oh man, look at you. You're already trying to jinx it.
Not jinxing it. I'm not on the Islanders, so I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay.
You're on Washington, huh?
Yes, I'm on Washington.
Wow. What do you know that I don't know then? Because
I talked to Ovechkin. I talked to Ovechkin earlier today.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you kidding me? You think I sit around and do nothing all day? Okay. Him and I play video games together.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So I want to tell you what I did in my prize picks today. I have an entry already from earlier this morning. I got Doncic at that time over 46.5 PRA. Anthony Edwards over 3.5 assists. Evan Rodriguez in hockey under 2.5 player shots on goal. Jalen Green under 21.5 points, and Brooke Lopez under 17.5 points. Jabari, what do you think? Is it any good? Am I going to get 3?
I think you'll be okay. With the way Milwaukee's been looking, and Brooke getting more in the paint again, not him shooting any more threes, really. He's probably had about one in the game in the last 6 straight games, from what I remember. You'll be okay. That's really the only line that concerns me. The rest of them really is not. It's not a lot of inherent risk that comes with them. Like those are pretty no brainers. I saw the Rodriguez positive EV, threw that in a couple slips as well under the 2.5 shots on goal. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's not really a lot of risk there. It's a great slate today. 10 NBA games. You know, it's an opportunity to make money. Really.
So let's make some money
Yeah,
and
your
let's.
Jalen Green play. Well, I mean, I think 2 out of the last 3 games you would you have under 21.5?
Yeah, under 21.
So, I mean, 2 out of the last 3 games, it looks like he's went under that. Here's the problem. You go back a few more games, he'll have those 32, 40-point games not long. So, yeah, I mean, put it this way. If Jalen Green ruins you, he'll probably ruin you heavily. He'll probably go for like 30 plus. So you'll know pretty early on. No sweating.
That'll make me feel good. That'll make me feel good.
You won't have to sweat it out. He'll just crush you first half.
Let's get into Jabari. What are we going to do? We're going to do a 5-pick. We're going to do a 6-pick. We're going to do 1. We're going to do 2. I say we hammer them today.
Okay, we'll do a 6-pick and then we'll do a 2-pick. We'll do a 6-pick and then we'll do a 2-pick power. You'll definitely probably win your money back on the 2-pick power. So pretty much you'll even yourself out here.
Okay.
So let me know when you're ready and we'll jump into the 2-pick here. I'm gonna give you my favorite 2 for the day.
I'm ready.
Okay, so as far as my favorite 2 for the day, it is probably going to be Luka Doncic over 7.5 assists. This is actually not originally my play. It's one of the mods in our Discord. Shout out Jacob for this. The 7.5 assists. He brought it to my attention. He was like, "Yeah, I really like that line." Positive EV's been favoring over his points. It was at one point earlier. His PRA as well. Pretty much any line of Luka's today, I think besides his rebounds is favored. So, I mean, I really like the 7.5. You should be good.
Okay.
Second one will be, I'm kind of deciding on which one would be the best, but we'll go with Devin Booker under 2.5 turnovers.
Ooh.
Right. Okay. This one's pretty straightforward. During that slate where KD was on the team, he had the ball a lot less in his hands. Through 3 games, he had 2 turnovers. Through 3 games. A full 90 minutes plus of play. It was 40, 75. So 98 minutes of play, he had 2 turnovers. That's just as simple as, math gets. He's not going to have the ball a lot more in his hands because KD is there. They're going to spread the floor a lot more. D-Bug is not going to have to make those hard decisions. He's no longer getting doubled at a high rate anymore. So I was surprised that Prize Picks, even though KD had a chance of not playing, would even keep it there, to be honest. But they did. So it's free money to me.
All
personally.
Right. Okay. All right. So you think I should put a little bit more on this 2-legger?
I think I threw a full unit, so I think I put a full 20 on it, on that 2-legger.
Okay.
I put a full 20 on it. Like I said, you'll win your money back. I am fairly confident in that ticket right there. So that'll be 60 to play with, and then we'll move on to the 6-man.
All right. Let me add my entry here. All right. Cool. That is in there, and let's do another one.
Okay. And then we'll have our 6-man. I think I have a total of 8 6-mans today with happy hour going on. So I'm running my experiments today. Wednesdays are my experiment days. But I had a 6-man that I really fell in love with earlier today. It's absolutely great. We're going to start by doubling down on Booker's turnovers. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to double down on that. I am, again, fairly confident in that play. They're playing Minnesota. Minnesota's not the greatest defensive team ever, even with Cat coming back. Again, KD's gonna have the ball. He's gonna have to shoot. They're gonna need to keep up with Minnesota, or rather, Minnesota will need to keep up with them.
Okay.
We will have Rudy Gobert over 11 rebounds. Even with Cat coming back, he still almost out rebounds Cat like 11-6. From what I remember. So he's usually going to out rebound Cat. With Cat operating more out towards the wing, mid range, 3-point line, that moves whoever their second tallest defender out the paint automatically. And Rudy's just in there to play defense and be in the paint. That is what he's been brought in to do. That's what he's done his whole career. I don't expect it to be any different. Even with Ayton being there, I don't expect it to change.
Very good.
Let's see. Butler. Now this line has moved a little bit. I still took it at the bump, but I will give a safer pick. So Jimmy Butler over 24 points. This is the safer pick to me. You also have the option if you want to do his fantasy score. Reason I say his fantasy score is blocks and steals for 1. For 2, last time versus the Knicks, he went absolutely ballistic. I knew the Heat were a bad offensive team, very poor in offensive efficiency, but I did not know it was this bad.
Really?
They're like one of the worst offensive efficient teams in the league. It's pretty bad. I thought, okay, they're just strictly a defensive team. That's why they don't have a lot of fouls, so that runs a lot of game clock, and that's why they just don't have a chance to put up a lot of points. But that's not the case. That you said was free money. So the one I said was free money was Luka Doncic over 7.5 assists and Devin Booker under 2.5 turnovers. And I'll type it in the chat for you.
That's beautiful. Yeah, what are we going to do come playoff time, Jabari? I mean, especially in the finals, we're going to have to do like a halftime show or something during the finals, man.
Most definitely. We'll have to do something during the playoffs. As we'll know who's gonna be getting the ball in the playoffs. We know who to bet on. We're gonna know what their regular line is. So come playoff time, it should be very interesting this year, especially because the West is so wide open. I think that's probably where we're gonna have most of our scoring. The East Beast are pretty much gonna be Philadelphia and the Bucks. In my eyes, I don't think really anybody else in the East is gonna really mess with those two. They're obviously just on a different level with the way Embiid and Harden are hooping this season. You got Giannis playing great. That team looking like it's going back to another finals again. I would not surprised if we even get a Phoenix Bucks matchup again in the finals, which I would absolutely love. But we'll see.
Giannis's PRA numbers now up to 50.5, and it seems to me like 2 or 3 weeks ago it was like 47 or 48 or something like that. Yeah.
With on and off with that wrist injury that he had coming off the All-Star break, they were kind of starting to nurture that line down a little bit. But I was actually surprised this morning when I went back to look at his RA line. He's actually he's only been hitting his rebound and assist line, which is around 20.5, almost comparable to Joker's. Is the only person I can really think about. He actually is only like 3 for 10 in the last 10. He actually hasn't been hitting it that much. So the boards and the assists really have not been there for him. So the PRA heavily weighs on his points. If he scores on average from 31 to about 33 points, then he's got a good chance to hit. If he scores over 35, he's pretty much usually going to hit his PRA off the bat. It's about 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He can do that. He can even put up 10 rebounds. So just mathematically speaking, you got a good chance to hit that. But yeah, cool. Another conversation, another day.
Another day. Right. We got 3 picks so far. Let's go with some more.
What do we have so far?
We got Butler over points, Gobert over rebounds, and of course, your favorite play, Booker under turnovers.
Okay, perfect. The next we'll run is we will run Kevin Durant over 1.5 3-pointers. This line came out when he came back off injury way back when. I think we talked about it. I think we talked about it on the show, and we were like, hey, look, do we think KD's getting 2 3-pointers? And I think it was Mike that said, and to your credit, I never forgot this. Mike verbatim stated, for KD, his first 2 shots could be 3-pointers. And that's exactly what happened. He came out 2 threes, back to back, boom, hit that line in the first quarter. It was absolute money.
Yeah.
Maybe you ought to start doing an NBA parlay, Mike.
Yeah, it was great. I never forgot that to this day. No, it's okay.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not apologizing to you. I'm apologizing to Mike. Sorry, Mike. I couldn't help it. The opening was there.
Man. No, I was saying the shot was okay. The shot was okay because you're trying to bring Mike up. It's okay. It's a little subtle shot, but Mike will get back on track, and then Mike, you can send a shot back, and you'll be like, hey, we're back in business.
Yeah, no doubt. He's already set himself up for it. He'll have his coming. I'll take my shots, and when I take my shots, I don't miss. I'm clutch.
Oh, you're definitely on target.
Bob can shoot some bricks, So and that's what this is. This is just a good old fashioned brick. I mean,
Alan says Mike's bulletproof.
That's right, Alan.
Right. We got 4.
All right, we're up to 4. Last 2, we will take Jalen Williams for the OKC Thunder over 19.5. They're playing Detroit. Detroit, not a good team, at all. They're obviously in the middle of trying to figure stuff out. OKC without Shy. Last game they had without Shy. Most definitely, they traded for, they signed Blake Griffin in the offseason. That didn't work. He was too old. And then they tried to come back with Jeremy Grant to make him the face. Too old. And then they drafted Cade Cunningham, who was out most of the season. So, there's a lot of stuff to figure out for them, really.
I know Griffin's still trying to dunk over cars and stuff, man.
He's not trying to do that anymore. Those days are long gone.
Long gone. I missed the days of the Clippers.
He's like Evil Knievel, if you guys even know who he is.
Sure. Of course we do.
If Evil Knievel was 65.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll Jalen Williams, he'll be our 5th over 19.5. I was waiting for that line all day. No Shy. They put up 30. Him, Isaiah Joe, and somebody else put up 30 points against their last opponent yesterday. So playing Detroit, it's even worse opponent. I don't see why not. Okay. Last pick for me. Check the sheet for the day. So I want to pick one back off of here.
Okay. By the way, folks, you can find Jabari on Twitch. He's got how often do you go live there, and for how long?
Twice a day. One time during the morning, one time at night to catch both of the crews. Some people are at work. Some people aren't asleep. Some people are night owls like me. So it's twice around 10:30 a.m. every morning. I try to be on live. And then after the last game, whatever it might be, NBA wise, whatever the last game, once that ends, then I usually go up. Combined between those two, it's around 6 hours a day. So about a fourth of my day is on stream. So
wow, man. That's a lot, man. That is a lot.
It's definitely a lot, but I love it. I'm just there to help win some money.
Absolutely.
So
is that why you were sleeping before you came on this show?
A little bit. A little bit. I had homework last night, so I didn't get done till like 3 a.m. But gotta respect the grind. I got 2 tests tomorrow, so I'll probably be studying for the rest of the day. It's gonna be a grind though.
You're the man, bro. I'm telling you.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, we down to our last pick.
We're down to our last pick, and I'm waiting for this winner.
Okay. So far we got KD. We got Booker under turnovers. We have J Will. We have who are
Butler
the
and
other two?
Gobert.
Butler and Gobert. Okay. Um, last one for me will be off of. It's gonna be off positive EV. We'll take
Okay.
this. It just popped up because I don't know if he was originally scheduled to play. Jaden Ivey over 5.5 assists.
Like it.
Okay. Got it.
And that should be your full six.
Okay. That's my full six. I'm going to do it. Let's do it, man. Let's make some money. Let's make some money. All right. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get to this here real quick. And then we're going to do a parlay with the three of us and whatever else we can get our hands on. All right. So these 6 picks are Devin Booker under 2.5 turnovers, Rudy Gobert over 11 rebounds, Jimmy Butler over 24 points, Kevin Durant over 1.5 threes, Jalen Williams over 19.5 points, and Jaden Ivey over 5.5 assists. So let's do this very quickly. Let's do this parlay real quick. I'm going to start first, and I am taking the Knicks tonight. And let me get back to Illinois here. I was in Michigan for a while. Sorry, I came back though. Uh, um, you know what? I'm going to take the Knicks on the money line. That's a safe play, and I know it's minus 185, but I don't care. I want to win. I want my leg to win, and I had the only winning leg last week, so now the pressure's on you guys. Who wants to go next?
I'll go ahead and give you mine. I mean, again, we got as we talked about earlier, we're going to have some blowouts and some close games here. This Lakers Bulls game, I'm going to jump into it. Looking at it, the Bulls should have some fatigue here. Third game in 4 days. They've been relying a lot on their big three, Levine, DeRozan, Vucevic. Now you get the Lakers, who are still trying to, make the playoffs as well. They get LeBron back. That should help them. They got a healthy Russell. Put him with Davis. I mean, I think the Lakers can get the job done tonight on the money line as well. We'll go the safe route there.
All right, so I hit both of those dollar signs there, and this one turns purple. Here's what we got. We're at plus 153 right now, and we are doing all right here. Cool. So, Jabari, there's no pressure.
Okay, I think I might have found mine. I'm going to take the Clippers money line. This one's going to be a little bit of a moderately aggressive call. I've been checking the injury report for that game all day.
Okay.
Ja is supposed to play. Jaren Jackson is supposed to play, but most of the other Grizzlies are actually sitting out as of like a couple minutes ago. So Desmond Bain, they're doubting that he plays. Xavier Tillman, doubting that he plays. Conchar, doubting that he plays. Tyus Jones also doubting that he plays. So it'll be Dylan Brooks, Ja, and Jaren for the most part. Rest of them will be bench players. So the Clippers need this win. There's not a way to slice it. The Grizzlies have already clinched their playoff spot, so there's not much that they're competing for anymore. The last game that they played, I want to say that the Grizzlies lost by 6, if I remember correctly. But yeah, the Clippers need this game. There's no way to slice it. You can't afford to lose here with Golden State right behind you and then Phoenix right ahead of you. They need a win. And I'm just betting on that. I'm betting Ty Lue finds a way to win in Memphis today.
Clippers money line then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got 3 picks, folks. There's a 3-leg parlay in the NBA, all money line, and we got it at plus 328. $10, so cash you out for 42.80. We got the Knicks money line, the Lakers money line, and the Clippers money line. I love it, man. Let me add that to the bet tracker. And Mike, I'm going to let you go ahead and look on the positive EV page here real quick before we leave. We still got plenty of people here, and I'm going to go ahead and add that parlay to my.
All right, yeah. Yeah, I'll jump into it here. I'll share. Yeah, I'll share my screen here and see what we got out here right now. This Vucevic play, not really bad. I mean, getting plus 105 on this. I just now this one's 11.5. There was a play for his over 10.5, but I still like the over 11.5 just because of the price on. I mean, look at what most of these books price this at. You know, minus 120, minus 128. We're able to get plus 105 on it on points bet. So I think I'm going to lock that one in as well. I don't really want to double dip, but this one's even better value than the last one. So I'm going to lock that one in for half a unit. We'll go a little light on it. And then there's tons of plays. I mean, we got a play here, Beverly over on his PRA. I mean, what did he have the other night? 10 points or whatever it was. I mean, he has been producing a little bit offensively, which would help his PRA. So I think I like that one as well. I think I like that one. And facing a team he played for, he's going to be looking to do a little bit, you know. So I'm going to take a half a unit on that one as well. Pat Beverly over on his PRA. And then see what else we got here. Lots of plays on Fliff. My goodness. Evidently, I need to right?
We're going to
try it out.
Yeah. Going to have to get on here pretty quick.
Stephen Batzel likes that parlay. All favorites, well-reasoned, can't ask for more. You know why that is? It's because Jabari is the voice of reason. It's what it is, man.
Absolutely. How about Drew Holiday? I mean, take him over on a PRA. It's at 29.5. Pretty good value here. You got a couple of books heavily juicing this already. DraftKings at about minus 125. I like Holiday to go over on his PRA. I think, truthfully, this is setting up for potentially Milwaukee to maybe mop them tonight. I wouldn't be surprised. Indiana has just been really, really bad here lately. I mean, you see their last 3 losses, 120 to 95, 143 to 130. Even though they scored 130 points, they gave up 143 to Atlanta. Got thumped by Dallas the other night. I mean, I do like Milwaukee tonight. So lock that one in as well. Drew Holiday, his over on a PRA. And that seems to be all that's out here that I'm going to get on right now.
Milwaukee's going to roll tonight, Mike.
I think they will. I mean, I know it's a lot of points. You know, it's been moving like crazy, but I locked them in earlier at 11.5. So.
Yep. All right, Jabari, great job here today, brother. I think we got some big winners here, and I know I need to make some money. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make some money tonight because I have the last couple of weeks. It has been the last Wednesday really has been a little disappointing for me, and I need to make you guys some money so I can start pulling my weight. So
there you go.
Oh no, we're shoot. We've done plenty. We've done plenty.
About time-
This parlay,
about time you pulled your weight.
this parlay is going to come through.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's do it, man. That does it for the show.
And then, hey, we know the two pickers hitting. I mean, that's a guarantee.
I know.
I love it. I love that two
Let's
picker
get
right
that, man. Oh man, how great would it be for this 6-man to come through tonight?
there. Mhm.
Woo.
Oh, please. I need the money.
That would be great. Oh,
Daddy, Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Have a good one. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget tomorrow evening, Jordan Thackeray and Randall. Oh, yeah. Miami and UConn. Great job, Jabari.
Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.